righty. Welcome to the live. All righty. So I'm going to also be going live on another platform at the same time. All righty. So I don't know if I thought this through well or not. As I said, I'm going to do my hair. Oh, I forgot my mirror. I said I'm going to do my hair while I am on live. And I got my little supplies right here for going live. And so we're going to see how this works out. Okay. Am I on here? Feel free to, when you join the live, to post any questions you have. I'm going to be answering some questions that were asked of me recently on one of my videos. And as I said, I'll be just styling my hair. First style of 2025. So I am excited about that. All right, so I got two screens going on, YouTube and also Instagram. Welcome to the live. For those of you on Instagram, on YouTube. Now you're trying to do two and a little confused, but for those of you on YouTube, if you're catching live or the replay, feel free to post your comment. I will be able to see it. And let me make sure. It used to allow you to post information. So I'll type something. I can't pin anything. Oh, there we go. I pinned the comment. All right, so first out of the year. I tried to section off my hair. That's what made me a little late to start the live. I don't even have my mirror. Some of you all as a mirror. It's okay. Call myself sectioning these off, but is that in the right section? No, it is not. Where did that light come from? Let's go at the top or let's go the bottom. I go at the bottom. Put it in the wrong section. Put these little hair ties on here so I could section it off. Hey, everybody joining in. I'm just on here styling my hair and I'm answering any questions you all have. In a moment, I have a few questions that were already asked of me that I am responding to in this live that I will share my response to. Sometimes I may get a question like in my direct messages or comment on a video on YouTube. And sometimes I reply directly to the comment, and sometimes I'll just make a video because other people may have that question too. All right, so for today's style, I am planning to do 2-strand twist, but I want to curl the ends. Hello, welcome to the live. I'm going to be responding to questions that I see on YouTube as well as questions that are on Instagram. I've been growing my locks for 15 years. In March will be sweet 16. All righty, so I'm using you all as a mirror. All right, that was a section. All right, there we go. So I got 2 sections down here. There we go. All right, we're getting this together. I'm using my phone as like a mirror. Yeah, excuse me. Welcome to the live. Feel free to let me know where you are tuning in from. You can give me like your state. And tell me how you're doing tonight. It's midweek. We're almost through hump day. Hello, Jewel. How do I navigate washing my locks when it's been so long? Just had wash day. Just had wash day on, what was it, Sunday? Yeah, on Sunday. Yeah. I sprayed my hair a little bit, but I'm gonna spray it some more for the twisting. And I'm just using rose water. And I use the Heritage Store. There's been other brands I've been hearing people talk about. Let me know if you all use a different brand of rose water. I've only used one other brand, I believe. And it was some brand that my cousin told me about that was at a grocery store. I don't even know if the language on the bottle was in English. But it was like a bigger bottle and for cheaper. So I ended up getting it. And it smelled a little different, but I liked it. All right, so I'm sorry, I got off on a tangent. So I just do it step by step. So it's been several years before I've been able to since I've been able to wash all my locks at once. So I have to wash it in sections to make sure I'm getting down to scalp and the full length of the locks. And so kind of like how I have it now, I have a section here. This was a section, but I've separated so I can do the twist. And then this is a section in the back. Is this 2 sections in the back? Oh, this is 2 sections in the back and a section here. And there was a section on this side. So I put my hair in sections. And so I'll unravel this section, make sure I drench it with water, saturate it with water. And then I go to shampoo, start at the scalp, and then I work my way down. And then I do a second. So typically it's like a clarifying first, and then I do a moisturizing shampoo. So then I go through and wash that section. And then rinse it out. Then I go to the next section. I follow the same process. And that's what I do when I am washing this length of locks. Not remembering how to do a 2-strand twist because I'm looking here. I'm usually in the mirror when I'm doing my 2-strand twists. You know what you're doing. There we go. Yeah, just section by section. And then for drying, I can no longer air dry at this point. I can no longer. I think it'll take me a whole 3-4 days if I try to air dry. Having water in your hair in that way would not be good. Oh, you never tried rose water? What essential oils do you use, Jewel? I love rose water. I've been using it for quite a few years. Ross, you asked if I ever think about making them thicker. Actually, no, I don't. There's styles that I may do that allows me to feel like I have thicker locks. Like when I do 2-strand twists. These are, let me see. I think my ones on the side I want to make smaller. The ones on the other parts of my head, I'll make them maybe slightly bigger. But that would be like one, that's still small. But there's been times when I've done like 2-strand twists and they've been thicker, which has felt like, one traditional lock. But I like having them small. I think it definitely helps. One question I get asked a lot about, like, are my locks heavy? And at this length, from day to day, no, they're not heavy. The only time I feel a little weight is if my hair is filled with water. And so I think if I had thicker locks and they were at this length, I would definitely feel weight. Jewel, how long you been growing your locks? You said you're at bra strap length. And do you have like a length goal? Oh, you're tuning in from Georgia. What I immediately thought about was how much fun Atlanta was having. They were calling Atlanta Atlaska on snow day last week. I'm not far away. I'm in Tennessee. And I don't think Tennessee made the headlines for the amount of fun people had on the snow day, but we don't always get snow. At least we don't get it in January. There's been times we've gotten snow in like February, late February, March. Welcome to the live. Everyone who's joining in, feel free to drop those questions and I will reply as I can. Oh, hello, her scent story. Oh, you always post about the fragrances. Okay, so Rev Air. Rev Air, when you put your, let me see. You probably, well, it depends on how thick your locks are. For me, I would probably load into the nozzle about 6 or 7 locks. I can gauge it accordingly. And it takes maybe about no more than 90 seconds, or you can't keep it in the nozzle for more than 90 seconds at a time. So by the 90 seconds, though, that section of 5 to 6 locks is now dried. So for my whole head, definitely dries it all quickly. Let's see. I can't give you exact time. Definitely under 40 minutes. Definitely under 40 minutes. It dries really quickly. Do you have were you thinking about getting the Rev Air? If so, it would definitely dry your hair really quickly. The only thing is you got to get those biceps ready for holding the nozzle. At least when I use it, got to get those biceps ready. It's not a small piece of equipment. Ooh, lavender is my favorite, and tea tree definitely feels good on the scalp, and peppermint. So all those, I bet, smell really good mixed together. And what's your carrier oil? I haven't intentionally mixed essential oils into my oil in a while. I used to use almond oil and apricot oil that I would mix together. But I've just been using jojoba oil, just straight jojoba oil with no essential oils in there. But now that you got me thinking about it, Joel, I may start back adding a couple of drops. How many drops do you add, and like what size is your bottle? I recently tried a new oil spray, but I have to look and see what oil is in. I think it's almond oil, but it may be another oil mixed in there, but it's an oil in a spray bottle. And it's by Made for Locs. So I'm going to continue checking that one out. And I have to look to see if it has any essential oils in there. Well, you know what? I don't think it does. So I would smell the essential oils. Yeah, you all had fun, enjoy with the snow day. I have some family in Georgia, so I was mentioning them like, y'all enjoying the snow day? Because I think it was something like you all hadn't had snow since 2018 or something like that. We don't get much here, but what's so crazy now is because the temperatures they've been above freezing, but they've been no higher than the 40s, and so the snow is still on the ground. It's not on the streets, but there's some areas it's still on the ground. It's still slick in some areas. I guess the areas that are shaded. But yeah, I was driving today and I'm like, the snow is still on the ground. What is going on? What is going on? All right, 5 years. Okay, you can do it. You made it to your first length goal, and you can do it. I would definitely say her Send story, catch them on sale. They have several sales going on at different points in the year. Have your notifications on or alerts for when they have a sale. Okay, 5 or 6 drops of each. Like you mix all those together, or 2014. Okay, it's earlier than I thought. All right, so I'm still on my first like you all. It usually I usually take so long on the first twist, but I'm over here trying to multitask. I got YouTube up, and then I'm also looking at Instagram. Hey to everyone who has joined the live, feel free to let me know if you have any questions, post them in the comments. And I also just chime in to reply to questions that I'm getting on Instagram as well. Okay, you mix them all together. Oh yeah, I bet that smells lovely. Orange, peppermint, tea tree, and lavender. As I said, lavender is my favorite. There's a new it's like a water-based leave-in conditioner that I've been using that has, does it have lavender and vanilla? You know, it may just have vanilla, but the bottle's purpose makes me think lavender. Yeah, I love me some lavender. So Heritage Store has this rose water. They also have lavender water, and lavender water you can spray it on your body, you can spray it on your face, spray it on your hair, and I love spraying that. It is really refreshing too. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and chime in on some of these questions I've been asked on some of my recent YouTube videos. All right, so someone asked me, someone was sharing with me about having a tender scalp. So I'm not sure if they meant that they were just tender-headed or just their scalp feels tender. I feel like it's like their scalp just feels tender, which would make them tender-headed too. They have traditional locks. And so I'm tender-headed. I don't want to say I have a tender scalp. Like right now, my scalp feels fine, but I'm tender-headed, and I've always been tender-headed. But if someone wasn't tender-headed before, and now they feel like their scalp feels tender, or they're tender-headed now, and they have locks, what could really be the cause of that? So I was thinking through age could play a part in it. Also with locks, typically we have like less manipulation. So we're not combing or brushing in the scalp area. So that could play a part. I would suggest, try gentle massaging of your scalp. Of course, when you're washing your hair, of course, throughout your week, maybe you can make it a part of like your nightly routine to just gently massage your scalp. I wouldn't massage your scalp dry. I maybe spray some rose water, hydrate your roots a little bit, and then massage your scalp. So I would say try that. I would definitely have some follow-up questions about other things that may be playing a part. I know in the comment it was mentioned that they rarely ever style their hair because of how tender their hair feels, and then also their retightenings or retwisting is less frequent because of the tender scalp. And then once again, I feel like that adds to the less manipulation, because like when I think about my scalp, if like 2 weeks or week before I go get it retightened. If I haven't done anything myself, like a massage or nothing, and then someone's like, cleaning my parts and, doing the retightening, my scalp's going to feel some kind of way because it's been laying dormant in a sense. So that will be my suggestion. Try massaging your scalp, and of course, gentle massaging. And this is, of course, when you are shampooing, but even part of your routine. So I got me this little, I'm reusing this bag because this is where I have my little curlers. And so I'm going to curl the end of the plan is to curl the end of my twist. But I'm trying to think, like, how can I do it without, and I'm going to use, the plan is to use lock loops. But I may need wrap a lock. This may curl a little better. Because I know last time I tried to, was it braids I was doing or was I doing twist? I think I was doing braids. And I needed something like this versus this. That's a lock loop, and then this is wrap a lock. That way I don't have to use like I don't really like these rubber bands. So I have like a little hair tie that I use to secure my end. Oh, well, you know what? I've heard a lot of people say that. Do you have so you get your hair retightened? So do you have Sisterlocks, micro locks, traditional locks? Let me know, Jewel. So I've heard a lot of people say that they have to take like pain reliever before they go to get their hair retightened. And like I like my grid to look nice, like my scalp to look crispy, freshly retightened. But I had to have a conversation of, I'm fine with one less pull through. Like mine does not have to be super, super laid. It does not. And so that's been working for me. I go every 7 weeks and I ask my loctician, because I don't retighten my own hair. I ask my loctician to do one less pull through when she is doing the rotations. So it doesn't have to be super tight. And when I leave there, I'm fine. And I didn't know if it was just because I'm tender-headed or what, but that has helped tremendously. So that would be my suggestion to anyone who's experiencing that. Because no one should have to pop a pain pill before getting their hair retightened. But keep in mind, it may impact like how your locks look by time for you to get it retightened. I'm fine with it though, and I've been doing it for the past few years. But yeah, I understand. Like there was a point where I wouldn't pop any pain pills, but I would just be like, oh my gosh, my scalp feels sore. But like I said, the things that do help as well, if you decide not to do one less pull through, is let's see if this works, y'all. I got it rolled up on here. Maybe I'll try both. But if you don't want to try one less pull through, then consider. I gotta show both audiences. There we go. Consider making sure you're massaging your scalp in the days before going to get your hair retightened. So there's some movement there, and it's just not laying dormant. Because then it's like a shock. Like, oh my gosh, what's going on? What's going on up there? Not me only making it through one. So I did a little spray. I did a little spray of rose water on this end, but I'm gonna have to spray it a little more because, okay. Typically when I roll my hair, any kind of roll, I make sure my locks are damp, right? And it's usually right after washing my hair. I never ever put curls in my hair. Like my hair is completely dry because I washed it on Sunday. So there's no water and my hair is not damp. And so I've never like tried to curl it from this state where it's dry and not damp from washing. So after I get off the live, I'm going to actually spray this some more so that will hold. Actually, I may not want to spray them. We're 6:31. I do not plan to get any for dryer. Okay, also I don't plan to do my whole head tonight either. So the ones that I do tonight, I'm going to curl those, wet those, and dry those specifically. That's the plan. Yep. And then when I do the next section, I'll do the same thing. Oh, you got to think out loud sometimes. Because I'm like, hold up. I don't want to wet it too much because, yeah, let me know how it works, Joel. Try that. One less pull through or just making sure you massage your scalp periodically throughout the week before you retighten it to see if that helps. And I hope it does. And how frequently do you get your locks retightened? All right, so I wonder if the person who submitted that question, let me see, she has traditional locks, but she could do interlocking method. But she may do a retwist. But I thought retwist was really gentle on like your scalp area. You're just twisting the hair. Okay, so another question I was asked, and it is, have your locks ever broken off? So I've had locks that separate, so meaning it's about to probably break. And oftentimes when I've noticed that, it's typically maybe the last 1 to 2 inches of my lock. So at the end. And in the past, if I would have saw like, this is not it, but example. So like this last section, right? So if I see like little thinness and the rest part just hanging below that, in the past, I would just like let it eventually fall off on its own because, locks gonna do what they're gonna do. But as of recently, whenever I see those, I'm like, let me just trim because like trim that in because it's not gonna magically attach itself back, or that little thin is not gonna go away. So yeah, if it is like some thinning and it's about to break off, it's usually like the last 1 to 2 inches of the lock. And it likely has something to do with a bad habit that I have, which I'm going to tell you now, don't do this. Do as I say, not as I do sometimes. But sometimes I pick at my lock. Like if I see a piece of lint that I didn't catch, when I was checking my locks, because I try to check it periodically. So if I didn't catch it and I see it, I'm like, oh, I can get it out. So I get to digging at it almost obsessively, thinking I can get it out. But then minutes later, when I have not gotten it out, I've already done the damage. So it definitely interrupts the integrity of the lock if you go in picking at your lock because you're trying to get out some lint that if you didn't catch it when it first got there, and it's been several days, maybe several weeks, it is now too late. It's now too late to worry about getting that piece of lint. But yeah, so those locks I'll see maybe days, weeks later, I'm like, oh, it's been separated because of me. So she also asked, have I ever reattached a lock? No, I have not reattached any locks. I don't even know how to reattach a lock. Yeah. And like I said, it's typically like the last part of my lock. In addition to like me picking, lately I've been like sitting on some of my locks, so that plays a part too. That's why it's time for me to do a little trim, so I'm not sitting on my locks anymore. So yeah, my advice would be if your locks are breaking at the end, don't pick them first off. If you are someone that picks, and keep your ends hydrated. Part of that starts with, oh, thank you for the question, Ingenious45. And thank you for the compliment. Okay, I'll reply. And I guess, I'll reply to it now. Because I'm talking about keeping your ends as best you can. So if they're long, don't sit on them. Trim them so you're not sitting on them. Or just move them out the way before you sit. But that's an adjustment. You're used to just sitting down versus thinking, oh, I got to move my hair first. Anyway, don't move your hair if it's long and you don't want to sit on it. Keep your ends hydrated. And so I think it goes back to, hydration comes from water. It goes back to having that regular wash routine. You're saturating the hair with water during that time, and the hair loves water. So having a regular wash routine versus like, oh, I'll wash it every 6 months. Oh, hopefully no one washes every 6 months. But I'm just saying, I'm exaggerating. I'm just saying, make sure you're having a regular wash routine. Have your rose water to spray on your hair as well. Steam your locks. You can use a steamer. You can steam it in the shower. You can steam it in the shower as well. All right, so hydration is moisture, so all those things play a part. Ingenious45, on the daily or throughout the week, I use rose water, and I steam. I steam more so in the winter months, but I have steamed in the warmer months as well. And having that regular wash routine, all those things play a part. I've just started, so I don't use like creamy conditioners, but I just started using a new leave-in conditioner that I'm liking so far. There was maybe 2 other leave-in conditioners I've used before, but one of them wasn't called leave-in conditioner. It's called, well, no, I guess it wasn't labeled as a leave-in conditioner, but it was a water-based conditioner that I like. And I think I've used that one a few times within the past year. And then there was another one I tried some years ago, and I put it down, came back to it. But it was like my first venture into a leave-in conditioner, because before it would just be my clarifying and my moisturizing shampoo. And then when I finished washing, then I would apply oil to my scalp, and that would be jojoba oil. But thank you for everyone who is tuning in and dropping your questions. So I had a chance to address your question in Ingenious45, and as well as the question that was asked on one of my YouTube videos. All right, so I've been asked about locks holding a curl. So if you've seen any of my curl videos, I always share that I do not use setting spray. I'm not against setting spray, but my hair curls without it. I did say I was gonna try one day to use some to see if there's a difference between how my curls look with or without it. Then I also wondered, like, with my hair getting longer, is that going to impact my hair's ability to curl? But at this point, it's still curling pretty well, and I typically use either the lock loops or the wrap a lock that I was showing earlier. Oh, hey, how you doing? Thanks for joining the live and posting your comments. I'm going to come back to your comment in just a moment. But yeah, so I still am able to curl at this length without using setting lotion. But if you feel that your hair is not holding a curl, keep setting spray as an option, or just setting lotion. Setting lotion, setting spray as an option. It may be able to help you. But then my question also is, like, when you were loose natural before getting locks, was your hair able to hold a curl? Also, one thing I always talk about, like in my curl videos, is technique is important. the amount of hair you put on a curling tool, as well as drying time. I feel like drying time misses a lot of people because I'm like, oh, it feel like they're touching the roll. It feels dry, but it hasn't been enough time for it to fully set. And if it's feeling dry and your time underneath the dryer, don't necessarily add up. Cause like if you've been underneath the dryer for like, let's say 40 minutes to an hour, it feels dry, but it's not really dry. So if you like, oh, get from underneath the dryer, you just start taking your hair down. Let's say if you're at home doing your hair. Now, if you're at the salon, let of course your stylists do what they're gonna do. But if you're at home doing your own hair, after you get the dryer, I would say plan to give yourself time to do your hair. So after you get from underneath the dryer, let the roller stay in there so they can set some more. And you can be fully confident that your locks are dry. So when I'm about to curl my hair, I gotta know I'm not about to go out anytime soon. And if I do gotta go out, I'm about to put a head wrap on. Them rollers gonna be underneath the head wrap. And depending on what you're curling with, like if I'm curling with wrap a lock, I can go out with this in my locks and you wouldn't be able to tell. Especially now that my locks are back to being my natural color. You wouldn't even tell I got those on. Now you would see these lock loops. So I gotta be in the house for this. But I'm gonna sit in the dryer. And then after I get from the dryer, I'm gonna probably go to sleep with the roller still in my head. And then the next day, if I have somewhere to go, I'm gonna take them out because it should be good enough. But if not, I'm gonna keep them in there for a little bit longer. And those curls come out each time. So that's something to try if your locks are not holding a curl. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to try those things. All right, so Miss Mayday 12. Welcome to the live. Yes, I do still have an undercut in the back. Now, it's not currently cut. I'm going to show y'all my little hair in the back. Can y'all see that? The last time I got it cut was I got enough for a little ponytail back there. Not a ponytail, but like I can put it in a little hair tie. But the last time I cut my hair was right before my trip. Did I cut it then? Yeah, right before my trip to Jamaica last year in 2024. And so I typically don't cut it during the colder months because if I cut it and it's cold outside, I would be cold all day. Scarves won't help. Scarves will not help. So I probably will not cut it again until, like, cut it down into a design until it gets warmer again. So maybe spring, maybe summer, we shall see. But yeah, I still have it. And the last cut I did was in June of last year. Thanks for everyone who has joined in. Let me know if you have any more comments. Feel free to post those in the comment box. You just joined the live. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And I hope your Wednesday has been going well. We're midweek, almost to the weekend. And for many of us, we will have a longer weekend. Looking forward to having a longer weekend. I just got to say, y'all, I'm usually not taking this long for my my 2-strand twist. So don't get on here thinking, dang, it takes that long for one 2-strand twist. It does not. But Jewel, I missed your comment. You get yours retightened every 5 to 6 weeks. Oh wow. That's fast. 5 to 6 weeks. I think a lot of people may be on a 6 week. I did 8 weeks when I started my locks, and then now I'm at 7. But I don't see myself ever doing 6 if I can help it. Like 6 feels like it's too soon. I don't know. 6 feels too soon. For me, it feels too soon for me, but everybody, is different. Oh, so back to what I was saying. So technique for curling your hair. So you got to have it taught. Like you can't be curling, but it's like loose as you're curling it. No, that's not going to get you any curls. And then drying time, sit underneath the dryer. I definitely got to sit underneath the dryer because, there's no air drying over here. It's fine to air dry if your locks are shorter though. But you gotta give it full time. You gotta like be 100% sure that it's dry before you start unraveling anything. And then if you see when you start unraveling it, that first one is not looking good, just go ahead and convince yourself that the rest are not gonna look good either. Go back to the drawing board and dry some more. And then how many locks are you putting per roller? Like you don't want to overload the roller because that's going to impact the tightness of the curl. So all those things are important. And if you see this video, you got some follow-ups, let me know. And I will surely share my thoughts. Miss Mayday. Oh, wow. You get your locks retightened every 12 to 14 weeks. Okay. Do you do your own retightenings? Like, is it retwisting or retightening? Do you do your own maintenance or you go get it done by someone else? Everybody who retightens their own hair are the MVP in my eyes. I took a retightening class maybe like 2 years into my life journey. And I did post a picture recently in my stories because I was looking on my Tumblr and came across an old picture. And it was a picture of me on retightening day when I was doing my own, well, practicing retightening. And so we did like some sections on the side. And then when I moved out of my hometown, so I was no longer close by the loctician who started my locks, I said, you know what, I'm gonna put to use this training that I had. So let me see, two years in, I took the retightening class, didn't retighten my hair again until maybe 4 years later. No, 2 years later. Yep. So 2 years later, I moved away, and I was like, you know what? I haven't found a loctician in the area I live in at that time. At the area I was living in at that time. So I said, you know what? I'm about to put this training to use that I learned 4 years prior that I had not used since that day. See, I'm about to put this training to use, and I'm going to retighten my own hair until I find someone in this area that can retighten my hair. Because I was looking thick by the roots. You know, it had been at least, I want to say almost 3 months, if not 3 months. Maybe it wasn't that long. But you know how sometimes you're waiting to get your hair retightened and it's over the time, it just feels longer than what it is. So maybe it was that long. Maybe it was feeling that long because I had gone past my 8 weeks. Because I didn't have anyone to do my hair. And so I said, I'm going to do at least the perimeter, right? I think maybe I was the perimeter. And then I was like thinking I was going to try the back too. I did the front. I don't know. I don't think I did good. I did the front, and then I was going to attempt the back, but I couldn't see anything about what I was doing. So I was like, you know what? I'm not about to merge locks. So let me just stop. Let me just stop. And so I did, and found me somebody who could do my hair. Hello, beautiful reflection. All right, wash and moisturize. So hello, thank you for joining the live. Okay, you self-retighten. Okay, fuller, fluffy look. That makes sense. And then you are able to go that length of time. You don't have any issues of like gaps in your lock or anything like that. If so, if it's working, continue. How long have you had your locks? And have you been on the 12 to 14 week retightening schedule for a while? And hello, 305 Capricorn. Welcome to the live. All right, so I use Suave for my clarifying. And I use Suave for my moisturizing shampoo. 14 years. Oh my gosh, you're right along with me in terms of the amount of time we've been locked. Awesome. So is this year 15 for you? Or is this year 14? All right, so yeah, so I use Suave moisturizing shampoo as well. But I also use I need to re-up, but I also use Mill Creek Botanicals, their shampoo. And I recently tried to, oh, this year you be 15. Okay, yeah, you're right along with me. We started around the same time. So yeah, recently, like within the past 3 wash, no, within the last wash. So when I washed my hair Sunday, I tried a new shampoo. I have the leave-in conditioner from this brand, Carol's Daughter. So I said, let me try the shampoo that goes with this leave-in conditioner. And so it smells good. I can still smell it on my locks. It smells good. It felt good. It wasn't too thick. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try it again. I usually like to test out products. If I want to try to use it regularly, like test it out, see how my hair feels with it before I try something new. So I can definitely know, okay, is this something I'm going to stick with? If I'm not going to stick with it, I have an idea. But yeah, I've used Suave for years, both Suaves, the clarifying and the moisturizing shampoo. And there's a lot of different kinds of the moisturizing shampoo. And then I've used Mill Creek Botanicals for years as well. The Carol's Daughter, the black vanilla shampoo, that's new to me. But yeah, so I'm going to test it out to see if it's going to be one of the shampoos that I use regularly. Let me know what shampoo you all use. And also moisturizing rose water, steam as needed, jojoba oil. Yeah, so my loctician uses a 4-point rotation for my locks. Yes. And I've always been on the rotation since the beginning. Oh, you're welcome. All right, so I always be like, I'm gonna be on here like 40 minutes and then I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna see if I can do one more. Cause I at least I section off several locks over here. So I got my 2 twists. Y'all see me again. These twists gonna be done. They're gonna be curly on the end, but I'm not planning to do all these tonight. But I'm gonna do some more on live, and then I'm going to get off here. There may be a replay, there may not be. It just depends. Because I feel like I'm all over the place because I got 2 screens going. I got the Instagram screen on my phone. So I feel like I've done a lot of on YouTube looking down versus looking up at you all. And I feel some kind of way about this. I don't know if I'm going to post this for the replay. I may chop it up like where I can do highlights. I don't know if I can do highlights on when I'm on the webcam. I know on my phone I can do highlights. Let's see. It lets me. I don't know. I'm trying to get hello everyone who's joining the live. I'm trying to get used to going live more consistently. And so I'm live right now on Instagram, but I've been trying to be consistent on going live on YouTube. So it's probably like I started going live in December. And so last week I was live on Wednesday, and then today I'm live on Wednesday. So yeah, I'm trying to get some consistency. And as far as my long form content, thank you, Coach. I'm trying to get, so yeah. As far as my long form content, I will be posting. This is gonna be a thicker one. But I don't know if I want to take some off of here. So that's gonna be too small though. But yeah, I have a long form video posting on Saturday. So that's gonna be this Saturday, my regular upload time at 10. So make sure you are tuned in or got your notifications on so you will get that reminder. So I took one off of there. I think that's gonna be a thicker one compared to these, but we'll see. I'll take it down if I don't want it that thick. We'll see. We will see. let me see, 305, 305 Capricorn. How long have you been locked? And thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions, Coach. All right, so those were all the questions that I had captured from recent videos. Yep, I was looking back at my notes. So if there's any more questions, feel free to let me know. I'm just going to be twisting my locks. Let me know what technique you all use when you're doing your twist. Like I twist one side, twist the other side, then I twist it together. I twist one side, twist the other side, then I twist it together. I feel like that holds tension quite well. I twist it together. And typically when I twist my hair, like I say, it's right after wash day, but I was washing my hair late because sometimes I put it off. So I'm like, I'll do it later. But yeah, so I was like, no, I got to get it done before this work week starts. So I washed it, dried it, and I was like, oh, I ain't going to go to sleep. And I will twist later. And the goal is not to finish tonight. I'm going to twist some. I'm going to make sure all of this side is twisted. And then I'll worry about the rest later. Thank you for joining the live, Shayla25. I'm doing 2-strand twists. And my technique is typically to twist one side in a direction, twist the other side in the opposite direction, and then twist it together. I feel like it holds the twist a little better. So I've been doing that for a while with my twist. Yeah, I don't think it's tight at the scalp. And then I feel like I got a little tension here now because of the process. But once I get to the end of the lock and I unravel, it's gonna be like these. Like these are not tight. Yeah, so I'm gonna rock the 2-strand twist. I know it's not 2-strand twist, but you get the point. 2-section twist in terms of locks. I'm gonna rock the 2-section twist for maybe the next 2 weeks. We'll see how long I last with it. I'm not really a twist out person. More a braid out. I love a braid out, but I'm not really a twist out person because I feel like it looks more wavy than crinkle. Well, it wouldn't look crinkle at all with twists, but it looks wavy. So I don't really care to do a twist out per se on locks. So once I take down the 2-section twist, then I will just shampoo it and go on to the next style. But I'm definitely gonna style the 2-strand 2-section twist. But I appreciate y'all joining me on live this beautiful evening. Hello, Fatima. Thank you for joining the live. I'm almost to the end of this lock section. So as I get to the end and I roll it, I'm going to be signing off for tonight. Let me know if you have any remaining questions that I could answer before I close out. And I'm just spraying my hair with a little rose water. I have rolled the ends of the twist I've already done. And I sprayed a little bit, but I'm going to spray them some more once I get off live. So they're fully damp. I feel like that holds the curl a little bit more too. So yeah, technique. We get drying time. number of locks per tool when we think about curling. So you don't want too much hair per tool. And then how damp is your hair? That plays a part too. But once again, I said I've never like had my locks completely dry and then rolled them and sprayed them. Usually when I'm rolling my hair to create like curls, it's coming from shampooing. So my hair is fully wet. So I'm gonna spray these down real good. And I'm not doing my whole head, so I'll be able to dry these before I go to sleep tonight. A straw set. Oh, I remember doing a straw set when I was it loose? Well, I'm trying to see, was it when I had my hair perm? Or was it when I was loose natural? I want to say perm. That's probably the last time I used like actual straws to curl my hair. But I have wrapper lock right here. And so I guess this would be comparable to straw set. So yeah, I have used this to achieve curls. And tonight I'm either using this, but I have rolled the other ones with this lock loop. But yeah, I'm just doing a little curl on the end of these. It doesn't have to be like a spiral or anything like that. Typically when I want like a spiral curl, I'm using these. Yeah, this is a first for me, like on live trying to do my hair. Well, yeah, do my hair away from my mirror. This is a first. Hello, Joni. Thank you for joining the live. So I'm down to the end. And I realize in this section, I have a lock that's really long compared to the rest of the locks in this section. Like this lock right here, look how long it is compared to the rest. I'm about to go ahead and wrap it around the roller. All right, so I'm at the rolling stage. And I never roll my lock like this, but I'm rolling like this. Like it's just for the curl. It's not for a spiral look or anything like that. I'm just getting the curl. So I'm rolling it a little different than what I typically do. Typically, I'm going for the spiral look. Oops, that's thicker than what I thought it was. There's like 2 notches on the lock loop. I thought I was gonna be the first notch, but no, I'm not able to because I rolled some of the twist around there. Like the end is loose, it's not twisted, and so I rolled that, but then I put some of the twist in it too. So I'll just stop it there. Oh no, there we go. It made it. It made it to the other notch. Alrighty, so Shayla 25. I ever cut my locks besides earn a cut. No, I need to do a trim. It's about that time for me to do a trim because I'm sitting on my locks. And when you sit on your locks, that's uncomfortable. And then you can cause your locks to break too by sitting on them. So I'm at the point where I need to trim them. When I do a cut, that's probably gonna come up too at some point soon. A cut, but I gotta take, I gotta go baby steps. I can't just shock myself. Gotta do it slowly. But yeah, so trim is coming up because I'm sitting on my locks, and then I'm working my way towards my cut that I want to cut it to. Because I've surpassed my length goals at this point. We just, I'm just, still just playing around with being able to achieve different looks, or how the different styles look at this length. That's pretty much what I'm doing now. But yeah, I have not trimmed the length inside starting to cut. Thanks so much for everyone who joined the live and asked the question. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, mosey on over there, subscribe, turn on those notifications so you will know when I post my long form videos. Thank you for those who are on the YouTube live that chimed in, asked me some questions, and have been rocking with me and a part of my journey from the beginning. Thanks so much for rocking with me. Oh, Shayla, your goal is tailbone. Okay. And it's possible. You can do it. And of course, you'll adjust along the way as your locks get longer. Yeah, I was just laughing because I think about, like, sometimes when I turn my head, like, I don't think about the fact that my lock's about to swipe whatever it is on the side of me. It's about to swipe it and maybe knock it off or whatever. But you adjust accordingly as your locks get longer to realize, okay, let me step away from this item or be really careful because I'm about to knock it over with my hair. Thank you so much. I'm 6. You're 6'1"? I'm 6'1", you did? Okay, I like that screen name. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any upcoming content ideas you want to see. Feel free to DM me, post it on a recent reel, and I will see what I can do. All right, so we're right at an hour, so I am signing off for this lovely Wednesday. There may or may not be a replay. We shall see. I'm going to play it back to see how chaotic I was by looking at 2 screens and doing only, how many likes I did? 2 strand twists. In 1 hour, I did 3 twists. What in the world? IYL, get out of here. No, you did not sit here for an hour and do only 3 twists. Over here talking. But you know what? I loved every minute of it. Thank you all for joining me. I'm signing off. We're going to sign off over here on Instagram first. Y'all know I don't know how to sound it. Sign off. Every time it gets me. Oh, just press X. Have a good night. Oh, it's a way to share it. But do I want to share it? I'm going to share it to my subscribers for them. That is so crazy. So in the future, when I go live on both, I'm going to have to put them right beside each other or something. But thanks to everyone who joined in on the live. Once again, I'm not sure if I'm going to post this or not. So, and you're seeing the replay, feel free to chime in about whatever you want to chime in about. And I will see your beautiful faces in the next video. Peace.